Taylor Swift released her 8th new studio album Folklore 2020 last year on July 24, 2020 through Republic Records. It featured a track called Betty, written by Swift and produced by Joe Alwyn, her current boyfriend. We're going to talk about the sing in this video, so let's begin. The song was appreciated by the music critics, who welcomed Swift's return to her country roots and praised the song's storytelling and key change. The song has also been interpreted as a gay anthem due to the ambiguity of its lyrics. This song, Betty, is actually the story from a cheating boyfriend's point of view whose girlfriend is Betty. He involves himself in a summer fling with the unnamed female narrator of August. Therefore, James thinks about going to Betty's party to reconcile with her. He apologizes about his past mistakes but does not fully own up to them, citing his disdain for crowds and Betty's wandering eye as excuses. Inez is an additional character named in the song, who is featured as a gossiping neighbor. James confesses that even though Betty does not usually believe Inez because her gossips are mostly false, Inez is right this time about him. In Taylor's own words, James has lost the love of his life, basically, and doesn't understand how to get it back. This is a song that I wrote from the perspective of a 17-year-old boy. I've always loved that in music you can kind of slip into different identities, and you can sing from other people's perspectives. So that's what I did on this one. She'd also added, I named all the characters in this story after my friends' kids, and I hope you like it. Betty debuted at number 6 on Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and number 42 on the Hot 100, scoring Swift her 22nd top 10 hit on the former. But there is also a very interesting fact about this song. It features the names of all the 3 daughters of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, James, 7, Inez, 5, and the youngest one, Betty, who is just 2 years old. Blake Lively absolutely adored Swift's album and praised her close friend on an Instagram post. Can we all please crawl inside the piano with you and live in this album? Like you, Folklore is full of heart, soul, humor, passion, intelligence, wit, whimsy, reality, imagination, strength, vulnerability, and above all things, love. TBQH, we couldn't have said it better ourselves. However, she never mentioned anything about her kids' names featuring in the hit song Betty. This year on SiriusXM's The Jess Cagle Show on August 5, 2021, Ryan Reynolds discussed his thoughts about Taylor Swift using his and Blake Lively's kids' names in her hit song. Ryan mentioned, the song was simply a homage to their names and had nothing to do with them as of course. It cannot be, as the song is about teenage romance gone wrong, whereas his kids are quite young, with the eldest being just 7 years old. He said, the names are the names of our kids, but you know, we trust her implicitly. She's very sensitive to any of that stuff, and obviously, the song has nothing to do with our kids other than our kids' names. While talking, he'd also mentioned how he felt about Taylor's homage to their children. What an honor. We thought it was pretty damn amazing. We still do. You know, I still walk down the street and shake my head thinking, I can't believe that happened. It seems that while Reynolds and Lively had a heads up and probably gave Swift permission to use their daughters' names, the actual James, Inez, and Betty had no idea until Folklore dropped. The Deadpool actor also talked about how he and Lively surprised their daughters with this information, adding, we surprised them with it. Yeah, they didn't know. They had no idea. We don't tell them anything. We find they're most compliant if you offer them no access to outside information. Well, this is not the first time that Blake Ryan's kids have been featured in Taylor's songs. In 2017, their eldest daughter, James, was featured at the top of Swift's 2017 track, Gorgeous. Reynolds mentioned this on Good Morning America in 2018. A little intro there, yeah. That was a voice memo that ended up on a Taylor Swift song. It's pretty amazing. My daughter has a really terrible ego problem now after that song. Later in July 2018, Lively and Reynolds were spotted jumping for joy when Swift sang Gorgeous at her concert in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Blake later called their freakout embarrassing. She told GMA in September that was the true, unfiltered version of our terrible stage parent pride. Our kids have very normal lives, as much as that's possible. So she didn't even get a title on the album. I should be collecting royalties. For the uninitiated, Blake Lively and Taylor Swift's friendship is much talked about in the Hollywood circle, and they are often seen liking, commenting, and sharing each other's stuff on social media. Their friendship dates back to 2015, when Blake was accused of shading the Grammy winner. It so happened in 2015, that Blake posted a photo from L'Oreal's new short film for the brand's Color Riche lipstick collection that featured celebs like Karlie Kloss, Julianne Moore, and John Legend. The caption of the photo that she posted seemed to mock Taylor Swift's song Bad Blood. People also alleged that the group photo was meant to poke fun at Taylor's infamous girl squad. Blake had captioned, "So, turns out this wasn't a video shoot for John Legend's cover of Bad Blood at L'Oreal Paris Official. Blew it out for this one. My hashtag pink obsession is exposed now. Okay, your turn. I won't tell. Hashtag also turns out John Legend isn't covering Bad Blood. Time to start a petition." Once she started receiving backlash for the photo, Blake was quick to respond on social media with, "Whoever thought I was throwing shade clearly doesn't know I have a Taylor Swift, please be my wife voodoo doll. Hashtag obsessed. Look how rad she is here. Making my niece Heather feel like a rock star, love my Canadian family almost as much as I love Taylor Lively. I mean Swift. Okay, fine, we can hyphenate our last names. XO Blake Swift Lively forever." Blake then deleted the original photo from her profile, and it's unclear if there was ever any actual tiff between these two because of it. That same month, Lively joked that she was going to play Swift's Shake It Off on repeat after she shut down her lifestyle website, Preserve. Next, the world finds out that they have become friends. One of the very first times their friendship attracted attention was when Blake had posted a picture of her and Taylor together on her Instagram account at the Warner Bros. Movie World theme park in Australia, and having a cute animal photobomb their picture in 2016. At the time, Taylor was there because she had performed a show for her Shake It Off tour, and Blake was also in the country because she was filming the movie The Shallows. Blake captioned the photo, "Selfie game was strong until I got photobombed by some crazy fan. Where's security when you need it? The cat's for you at Taylor Swift. How cute are they?" Blake also introduced Swift to Reynolds, whom she married in 2012. The Deadpool actor was also spotted with his wife at Swift's infamous 4th of July party in 2016. And while he didn't look thrilled in the photos from the get-together, Reynolds promised he had a good time. Let us tell you about this one particular photo. In this hilarious Instagram photo, there are three couples. Reynolds' wife, the actress Blake Lively, sits on his lap while Swift cuddles up to her new boyfriend, Tom Hiddleston, and Swift's Bastille Mock cozies up to her husband, all in matching white chairs. Mock and her love look at the camera, and Swift and Hiddleston look at each other. But the 39-year-old Deadpool actor stares off into the distance with a blank expression on his face. This pic really cracked up the internet. After this close get-together, both Taylor and Swift have been seen hanging out at parties and celebrations, where Ryan even makes some appearances. Her mentioning Blake and her family in her acceptance speech in front of the entire world means a lot, and also indicates that the family indeed holds a very special place in Taylor's heart. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing video from us. But do you know, apart from these parties, social gatherings, and award functions, the duo shares an incredibly strong and tight-knit relationship. They both have each other's back in their times of need as well. Blake and Ryan have a residence in New York, and Taylor has been often spotted there. Once when Blake was having a baby shower, and once when Blake was in the hospital after giving birth to one of her children. On the other hand, Blake and Ryan have been seen at Taylor's concerts cheering her on. At the recent 2021 Grammy Awards, while accepting the award for Album of the Year, Taylor gave a shout-out to not only Blake, but her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their three kids, Betty, James, and Inez as well. She also said that some of the first people to hear her songs after she writes them are Blake and Ryan.